In the summer of 1571, in the eastern Mediterranean, a Viennese commander stepped forward to surrender the last Christian stronghold on Cyprus, believing he and his people would be spared. He was wrong. Marco Antonio Bragadin was not born a warrior. He began life in Venice as a lawyer, briefly, but the tides of empire pulled him towards the sea. After joining the Fronte de Mar, Venice's Marine Corps, he rose through the ranks, respected for his discipline and unyielding loyalty. In 1569, Venice entrusted Bragadin with a task that would define his fate. He was appointed Captain General of Famagusta, the crown jewel of Cyprus, and the first target of Ottoman expansion. Cyprus was more than an island. It was the gateway between worlds. To Europe, it was the last Venetian bastion in the east. To the Ottomans, it was the missing piece in their domination of the Mediterranean. Bragadin fortified Famagusta with precision. He knew war was coming, and on July 3rd, 1570, it arrived. The Ottomans arrived with 100,000 troops, 1,500 cannons, and 150 ships. Inside Famagusta, barely 6,000 defenders. For nearly a year, they endured non-stop bombardment. Walls crumbled, ammunition vanished, water ran low. Every animal in the city was eaten. And yet, Bragadin refused to abandon the people under his protection. When Nicosia fell, the Ottomans sent Bragadin the severed head of its commander, Niccolò Dandolo. To this, Bragadin replied, "Even if you easily take Nicosia, with your own blood you will have to purchase the city." He meant every word. By August 1st, 1571, the defenders could fight no longer. Bragadin negotiated surrender under the laws of war. But when Bragadin presented the keys of the city, Mustafa Pasha accused him of crimes he did not commit. And then he cut off Bragadin's ears. For 2 weeks, Bragadin was left in a cell. His wounds festered, his body weakened. The man who had defended Famagusta for 13 months could now barely sit up straight. He was hauled around the city walls with sacks of earth and stone strapped to his back, then hoisted by ropes onto a galley mast suspended between sea and sky. On August 17, 1571, Marco Antonio Bragadin was stripped, bound, and executed by flaying. His body was quartered, his skin stuffed with straw and paraded in mockery. In 1580, a young Venetian sailor stole back the last remains of the commander. Bragadin's preserved skin was brought home to Venice, honored, mourned, and laid to rest. He had hailed from Augusta for 13 months, long enough for Europe to rise, long enough to change the course of empires, and long enough to become a martyr.